said he was qualified, so he whipped his ass, while he was in there. Now, the other stuff that happened, it went down the way it did, man.
I would like to wish you all the Brits go fuck yourself.
Here's Gray Talks Wrestling, and I'm going to talk about AEW Dynamite. This video coming at you a little bit later than planned. Been quite busy with other things, but I must get this out because this show was really good. I really enjoyed it. There were some really good matches on it, some memorable moments, and I need to talk about it. So let's kick it off with Darby Allin versus Swerve Strickland. A banger of a match. Great way to start the show. You know these two have history. You know they know each other well in the ring. And you know when you put these two together, you're going to get a good match. And that's exactly what they delivered. My only problem is Swerve Strickland doesn't need all this faction malarkey, all the outside goings on. He really doesn't need to be aligned with a faction. Like, they've sticked him with the Mogul affiliates. They were useless. Then they brought him in. Now he's brought together the Mogul affiliates and the Embassy. Brian Cage, another big muscle guy. I just want to see Swerve wrestle, man. I just want to see him in the ring. He is very talented in the ring, on the mic. He's a great character. I just want to see more of him rather than everyone else that's surrounding him. Very talented individual. And I'd like to see him as an individual rather than part of another faction. It's just a waste of a very talented individual. Great match here with Darby Allin. Darby finds a way to win again. Like, you think he's down and out, but somehow the geezer just finds a way to win. This was a really good opener. Very, 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 very enjoyable. As soon as Darby hits the pin, 1, 2, 3, it's all over. With the Last Supper. Here comes the man himself, the devil, MJF, sauntering to the ring. Looking great, looking like a world champion should look, talking like a world champion should talk. This was a decent segment. I enjoyed this. Especially Sting. Sting on the mic was gold, I thought. Really good. The whole segment here was fantastic. Everyone delivered. Even Darby. Darby proved to me that he's really good on the mic. I thought he was okay on the mic, but he really delivered here. All three people in this segment were fantastic. First bit of stuff I've enjoyed in this build towards the Four Pillars match. This was the best part of it so far that I really enjoyed. And I want to see Darby challenge for the title. I want to see him, well, I don't know about him winning it, but not yet. I don't think he's quite ready yet, but it's got me more interested in it. And that's a good thing. Next up, Powerhouse Hobbs squashes Silas Young. How they doing Silas dirty, man? Why are they doing it to him? Is there no one else backstage you could find to squash? This guy is actually really talented. It's a crime that he's being treated like this. Powerhouse Hobbs, again, why does he need QT Marshall and all them men there to back him up? I have no idea why. Another person who can ride alone, pretty much. He doesn't need a faction to back him up. Really doesn't. He's a one-man machine. I know, this match was for the TNT title. It didn't really seem like it. It was a squash match. Match of the night for me. Actually, first of all, we've got to talk about, before we talk about the match of the night, we've got to talk about the Bullet Club promo segment. The Bang Bang Boys. Come on with that name. Come on, or the Bang Bang Gang. Sorry, that's what they're calling themselves. Bullet Club Gold. Was a pretty good promo, I suppose. A good video package. I enjoy Juice. I enjoy Jay White. I ain't going to complain. It's good to see them together in AEW. I just don't want them to fall into the crowd and be forgotten about. Like, why weren't they on this show? That was strange. They could have done something on this show other than just a little promo package. Anyway, we move on to, for me, what was, like I said, the match of the night. And I was surprised. Over the last 6 months, I haven't really enjoyed anything Orange Cassidy has done. But this match against Buddy Matthews, nearly called him Murphy. Buddy Matthews, fantastic. Probably, arguably, one of Orange Cassidy's best matches of all time. The story throughout the match they told was brilliant. Him selling the hand, fantastic. Murphy, I did it. Matthews working on the hand. Buddy working on the hand. Brilliant. You felt like the title was going to change hands. And it made sense for the title to change hands here. Because there's no doubt about it that Buddy Matthews could be a very, very good international champion. And carry that title and have some banger matches. But, once again, they tricked us. You thought that he was going to lose. And somehow he finds a way to win. And that's okay. Matthews came this close. And he knows that. And he has a legitimate claim to try again. This was a really good match. So far, nothing to complain about. Had a quick little vignette from Christian Cage and Luchasaurus. They're on their way. On their way where? Who knows? Renee Paquette is backstage with the best friends. They want to challenge Aussie Open on Rampage for the IWGP tag team titles that they literally just won a couple of days ago. I don't know. You know they ain't winning them, so what's the point? Why are they doing this here? Why can't you wait until Forbidden Door to have an IWGP tag team title match? It just doesn't feel as special now doing it on Rampage. Why are you wasting it there? Why aren't you leaving Aussie Open, a New Japan team, for the big show? Why are you putting them on Rampage like they mean nothing? Like the IWGP tag team titles mean nothing. You're just chucking it on Rampage, a show that no one watches. So Ethan Page is in the ring, and I've had about enough of this storyline with Matt Hardy, Isaiah Cassidy, and all of that shit. It's been dreadful from start to finish, and it looks like they're putting a nail in the coffin of it. Thank God for that. Because big brawl breaks out with Big Bill, Lee Moriarty beating the crap out of Hardy. Isaiah Cassidy, Hook comes out, tries to make a save. He gets beaten down, and then the music hits. And the crowd loses their mind. It's Jeff Hardy has returned. And it's a good move from Tony Khan, in my opinion, to bring Jeff Hardy back. Jeff Hardy, like it or not, if you can keep him sober, keep him on the straight and narrow, then he can be a big-time draw. He has a massive following of his own. And if he is on that card at Wembley for All In, people will go. He will sell tickets. If you put him in a match, maybe with his brother, tag team title match maybe, or something, people will turn out. Without a doubt, he has his own following. He is a big draw. You've got to admit that. Smart business from Tony Khan to get him back. It's just whether you can keep him sober and keep him on the straight and narrow. And hopefully then you've got someone there, a big name, to add to the ones you've already got to sell these tickets for Wembley Stadium. Very smart. Kenny Omega, I enjoyed his promo. I thought that was really well done. A serious one from Omega. We don't see them often enough. We don't see a serious Omega often enough. I like a serious Omega. Didn't like it when he was a jokey heel and doing all that shit. I like this Omega. This is the Omega we've wanted. Where has he been hiding? And I've enjoyed the last few weeks with the Blackpool Combat Club. I wish they changed their name though. Because that was a Regal thing, Blackpool. So I don't see why they've kept it since he turned on them and left. Why would they keep that name? That makes no sense to me. But yeah, I've enjoyed everything. I wasn't a big fan of the tag match with Moxley and Claudio Beach just absolutely destroying Cutler and Nakazawa. Why was this even a featured match? Why couldn't they have just grabbed them up somewhere and just beat the shit out of them, dragged them to the ring, kicked the crap out of them? Then Omega's music hits. Then the Bucks attack. That would have made more sense than actually doing a tag match. There was no point to it. Why would Cutler and Nakazawa want to face them? That made no sense. The worst match of the night was probably the women's tag match. Toni Storm and Ruby Soho with Saraya against Riho and Sky Blue. That was bad. Especially the brawl afterwards as well, when Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter got involved, just exposing that these girls just don't know how to fight. It was dreadful. Fucking dreadful. Main event. Chris Jericho against Uncle Phil from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Otherwise known as Keith Lee. What happened to Keith Lee? Just grey beard, grey hair. I mean, got nothing against it, but yeah, Uncle Phil. That's reminded me straight away of Uncle Phil. He did a lot of people. Go have a look. It was trending online. I wasn't the only one. This was a slow, methodical, drawn out match. I didn't like all the interference from Daniel Garcia. He was annoying the hell out of me. Suppose the right person won in a way. It was just a bad match. A bad way to end a very good show. I like the feud and the story between, like they're trying to tell with Cole and Jericho. I want to see that more, but the way they're doing it, it's just not working for me. I don't know why they needed him to involve Keith Lee in this, of all people. Why Adam Cole's trying to be his manager, I don't know. Why he's looking like Uncle Phil, I'll never know. I've always been a fan of Jericho. And I want to see more from him, Adam Cole. Definitely a match that's got something there. They're both two big draws. Something they've never done before. Good storytellers. It will be a decent match, I'm sure. But I just didn't enjoy this bit. That's all. That's all. It wasn't a very good match. And I don't see why Keith Lee needed to get involved. Now he's off again feuding. It looks like he's going to be feuding with Swerve Strickland once again, because Strickland costs Keith Lee the match. And there you go. That's AEW for you. Like I said, I enjoyed the majority of this show. Apart from the main event and maybe the women's tag match were a bit of a letdown. Other than that, really, really good. The return of Jeff Hardy, smart. Orange Cassidy versus Buddy Matthews was great, and so was the first match, which was, I forget now. Holy shit. That was it. Darby versus Swerve Strickland. That was good. Really enjoyable match. Just don't like where they're going with Strickland now. He's back to feuding with Keith Lee again. Anyway, let me know. I really want to know what you thought about Dynamite down below. That's what I'm more interested in. So can you let me know what you think about AEW Dynamite? Are you happy that Jeff Hardy's back? What did you think of the matches? Let me know down below. Thank you very much for watching. Smash the like button and subscribe. All that lovely stuff. And I will see you next time.